I locked all the doors and windows on the house. Chad won't be sneaking into Whitney's room again tonight. Do you know how much I love you and the beautiful girls that you've given me? No one gets away with hurting them or you. That's a promise.
It's over, Julian. I don't ever want to see you again.
It's an unfortunate sentiment, Eve. I'm not tired of you.
Oh, you make me sick. You and your whole family, you think you own the whole world and everyone in it. Well, guess what, Julian? I've got a news flash for you. I am no longer the naive young girl that you picked up that first night. I'm not going to be used and abused for your amusement one more day. And you can't stop me. This is goodbye.
You can walk out that door, Eve. But you'll never be rid of me until I release you. Which, by the way, I wouldn't count on in this lifetime. You know the drill, Eve. You lie down with a crane, you wake up with a crane every day for the rest of your life. You'll never be free of me, Eve.
Get away, Julian. Get away.
What the hell is Julian doing in her dreams?
Where's Ethan?
He's in the water, Sam. Looking for Teresa.
Some women said that they saw her jump from here. Oh my God, Ethan! Where's my son? He's underwater. He's looking for Teresa. Pick out now!
Inside? Nothing yet! How long do you think she can survive at this water temperature? Don't ask! Teresa!
This can't be happening.
Oh, but it is, my pet. You've died and come to join me in hell.
You just said there might be a way for me to get Ethan back.
Not to mention, get even with Ivy and Rebecca at the same time. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Of course. What would I have to do?
Well, you just follow my little plan. It's as simple as ABC.
What do you suppose is keeping Zombie Girl? I can't believe she'd let herself miss this.
Jimmy doesn't care if she ever comes back. She's meaner than Hecuba.
Shh. Keep your voice down. We still need her if we ever want to get out of this demon-forsaken hellhole.
Poor innocent Teresa.
Oh, please, Timmy, save your pity. The girl may have been innocent once when she first fell in love with Ethan, but let's face it, since then, she's committed one sin after another, each one more grievous than the last. How many times has she lied to Ethan after promising him to be truthful? Exactly. You can't even count that high. And then she went off and married his ex-father and got knocked up by the bastard. Charming behavior for a girl who was brought up to be good, don't you think?
Everyone makes mistakes.
Oh, please. And now she's gone and taken her own life. And you know, suicide is a mortal sin in the church that Teresa was brought up in. Oh no, she's clawed her way to the bottom all on her own. And the worst is yet to come. If she accepts Julian Crane's invitation, the dark side will own her. And then, oh, people of Harmony, beware.
I don't want to be any part of any plan of yours.
Well, it's up to you, but if you refuse, you stay down here, and trust me, this is as comfy as it gets.
And I never go back home. I never see Ethan again.
Sad, but true.
But how would I live with myself if I did what you want?
Well, think of my offer as an opportunity to get what you want. Your lifelong dream was to be with Ethan, yes?
I've loved Ethan forever. Ever since I was a little girl, I tacked up pictures of him on my bedroom walls.
Oh, how sweet. No, what a shame to say goodbye to years of such high hopes and hard work, but I understand if your conscience must be your guide.
I didn't say no was my final answer, Julian. I'm still thinking.
Well, take your time.
It's not like you're giving me a whole lot of choices here. I mean, you know, nobody I know would expect me to stay down here with you and your friends. No offense.
None taken. Teresa, you are a vibrant, beautiful young woman. At least you were before you jumped off that wharf and drowned yourself. I'm offering you a second chance to live the life you'd always hoped for. You know, Ethan is an extraordinary young man. He's smart, talented, oh so handsome. If you don't go back, I wonder how long it'll take the Gwen Hotchkiss to march you down the aisle. Oh, excuse me?
I'll do it. Now, Ethan belongs with me, not Gwen or anybody else.
I couldn't agree more. Congratulations, Teresa.
What's that?
A mere formality. Oh, no. Just sign under the picture of the little rat.
In blood?
Yes. Red's a jolly color, don't you think? Voila! The deal is sealed. Now you will follow my plan, and Ethan will be yours.
Uh-oh. You took the words right out of my mouth, Timmy. Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald is about to send all of Harmony straight to hell.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
No, Sam, don't go! Eddie!
Thank God.
Well, I hope they had searchlights. But it's so black, it's impossible to see anything down here.
Teresa's been in there an awfully long time.
Ethan! Listen, both of you. Out of the water right now! No way! No time to find Teresa! Listen to that bargain. This water is freezing. You could die from exposure in here. You two, Miguel, out right now. I'll have to find my sister. Let the professionals find her. Your mother's already scared and just about to reap her. Criminal, Ethan! Sorry, Chief Bentley. I'm not going back to the wharf either. Miguel!
Timmy's never seen such heroics.
Tomfoolery's more like it. Imagine Ethan risking his life to find a girl who undid him with her lies. I'll never understand these mortals, not if I live to be 1,000 years old.
Don't you want to hear the details?
What's to hear? I mean, you let me live and I get Ethan back.
Oh, that's a bit one-sided, don't you think? Besides, the brilliance lies in all the little twists and turns I've set up for your return.
As long as I don't have to do anything really bad.
Well, that's odd. I don't recall a clause to that effect in the contract you just signed in your own blood.
Maybe I should have read the fine print more closely.
Do you want Ethan or not?
Yes,
Then
but...
shut up! Listen to what I want you to do.
No, I won't do it.
Juicy, isn't it?
But I don't want to get Ethan back through lies and manipulations. My love for Ethan is pure, and I want a relationship with him based on honesty and the truth.
Since when? That certainly isn't how you've conducted your affairs with him in the past.
I thought this was supposed to be a second chance, Julian. That I could start over again.
This is hell, Teresa, not some fairy tale. Here we pay a hefty price for the sins we commit while alive. And do you want to hear the rest of my plan or not?
I don't know.
Listen carefully and commit each step to memory.
I can't see my dad or Miguel anywhere.
Neither can I. Just have to pray.
Please let Ethan be okay.
Don't worry, Mom. We'll be all right.
Well, you brought all this in yourself, Ivy. Not only could Sam die tonight, but when John takes that DNA test, everyone's gonna know that I was never married to Grace, and that John's not his son.
Will you just leave me alone? I have more important things to worry about. My son is down there, too.
What's going on? We got a report of a girl trying to take her own life?
It's my daughter. She's jumped in, and we can't see her anywhere.
Is she the only one in there?
No, my husband and 2 others are there.
Please, please do something. Hurry.
Don't worry, miss. We got divers on the way.
Why can't I see any of them there?
Take it easy, Mrs. Bennett. We've got our best men on this.
How long can you survive in this water temperature?
It depends. Sometimes hours, sometimes only minutes.
They could be dead already.
The divers will be here soon.
Juliet, no.
What is with you and Julian Crane?
No,
You can't haunt me, Julian, because I'm going to get away from you. And I am going to have a wonderful life. I'm going to get married, and I'm going to have children, and I'm going to forget all about you and all the disgusting things that we did together.
Did these disgusting things include all the fancy people I've introduced you to, all the designer drugs I've introduced? Or are you perhaps referring to our sex life? Because you never acted as if you found it disgusting. You love it as much as I do.
No, I didn't.
You could have fooled me. I think you'll miss it, Eve. In fact, I know you will.
Never. I'm going to put this whole period of my life behind me. I want something better for myself and for my children.
You're interested in science, Eve. I mean, you know that you can't fight genetics. Your children will follow in your footsteps. Oh, I do hope you have daughters. They will be lovely and luscious and just as ripe for the picking as you were when I first met you.
You stay away from my children!
Oh, God.
Do you hear me? You stay away!
Oh, yeah. Honey, wake up. Sweetheart, wake up. You're dreaming.
Best!
Sweetheart, wake up. You're dreaming. Honey.
Do you see what happened?
Sweetheart, you were dreaming. You were talking out loud in your sleep.
What did I say?
Enough. I finally know what's going on.
Sam! Oh, Miguel! Mijo! Sam!
Teresa! Find anything? No. Teresa!
Well, do something! Go get them!
That's exactly what we're doing, man. Come the divers.
That's enough, boys. Let the pros take it from here. They'll fly Teresa. Look, I'm sorry, Dad, but I'm not giving up till I find Teresa. Wait for the divers!
Hurry, Ethan, hurry! Maybe there's still time.
Haven't you been paying attention, Dim Tim? Ethan may be able to see Teresa's body floating in the water, but her spirit's in hell making a deal with Julian Crane.
Timmy doesn't understand.
Yes, well, this is one of those times where you have to be careful what you wish for. Because if Teresa comes back to life, she'll unleash dark forces in Harmony, the likes of which have never been seen before.
Well, pardon my pun, but I think that's a hell of a plan, don't you?
I know that I said I would do whatever it took to get Ethan back, but I can't possibly be any part of anything so evil.
We have a deal, Teresa. You can't back out now. Besides, why would you want to?
Too many people will be hurt.
Well, like Ivy and Rebecca? Those two would just soon push you out of speeding cars and go buy a new pair of shoes.
I mean, I have always suspected Rebecca and maybe even Gwen were the ones who tipped off the tabloid that Sam Bennett was Ethan's father, and Ivy. I mean, yes, she blew the whistle to Ethan that you and I were married in Bermuda, but this...
You see what I mean? This is the chance of a lifetime. To give those two a taste of their own medicine. Now, wouldn't that feel good?
Ethan doesn't love you, Teresa. He's in love with Gwen. Always was. Always will be.
Oh, yes, you can say goodbye to Ethan, Teresa, when he hears about this one, and I am going to make sure he knows what you have done. Ethan will never forgive you this time, Teresa.
Lying to me? About what?
Teresa and Julian were married in Bermuda. Your fiancé is Julian's wife.
You're pregnant with Julian's baby? No wonder you look like something the cat dragged in.
Stop it!
You know, Ethan's never going to have anything to do with you ever again. You do realize that, don't you? Your relationship is over.
I must say, I think it's a more than fair deal. You get revenge on the 3 women who want you dead and your precious Ethan to boot. What could be more just?
What's that?
Well, that's a little alarm system we have down here that blast signals that your body is almost beyond reanimation. You only have a few seconds to make up your mind, Teresa. Go back now, fulfill the terms of our agreement, or forfeit life on Earth forever. No Ethan, no revenge, just you, me, and the others down here for all eternity. Oh, God.
I say in my sleep, TC.
It was about Julian, and you sounded really angry about something he had done.
I can't imagine what that could be.
Well, I can. It was just like it was before. What happened to me years back. About how Julian stole my tennis career and ruined all of my dreams that me and my father had.
And he never owned up to it. Never accepted any responsibility.
Wouldn't surprise me, considering the stock he hails from. Like father, like son. Genes never lie.
I'm waiting. Make up your mind. He'll be made up for you. You take too long, you'll never be able to come back to life or spend another blissful moment in the arms of your precious Ethan.
Teresa! Ethan's safe, Teresa. Oh, dear God, thank you.
I'd say my thank yous if I were her. The little girl doesn't look too safe to me.
Over here, Ethan. I'll help you up over here. Come on. Come on.
Back off, everyone back off. We need to check her out.
Why is she so still? She'll be all right, won't she?
She has to be.
What's wrong with you? Why are you stopping CPR?
It's too late. What do you mean it's too late? She has no pulse. She must have been in the water too long.
No, my sister's alive, damn it. Try again.
It's no use. Get out of my way.
No!
She's not dead.
Please, no. Oh, God.
Oh, Teresa. You're gonna die.
Time's running out, Teresa. What's it gonna be?
Timmy's sure Teresa's gonna choose death over a life ruled by evil.
I wouldn't be too sure, Timmy. That girl's always been her own worst enemy. And Julian knows exactly how to play her.
Last call. It's now or never.
But I love my family and my friends, and I don't want to do anything to hurt them.
Yes, but surely they'll be overjoyed by your return. And besides, Ivy and Rebecca will pay a much greater price should you survive. Perhaps this will help you decide.
Come on, Teresa.
Poor boy, out of his mind with grief. He loves you so much, he's trying to bring you back to life, which can't happen if you let it. You just say the word and your happily ever after can come true.
Yes, I'll do it. Ethan loves me, and I love him, and we can finally have the life that I've always wanted. Yes, Julian, I will carry out your plan.
The die is cast, Tim. Teresa has committed mind, body, and soul to the dark side. She gets Ethan, and Harmony gets hell on earth.
There's no time to spare. No, go. Follow my plan to the letter. You'll get everything you ever wanted.
One more thing, Julian.
What am I doing back here?
Oh! Oh! Stop! Please! Help!
Come on, Teresa.
only your son could read your mind right now.
What?
You couldn't be more thrilled that Teresa's out the way. But you know it wouldn't do any good, right? My son's DNA is gonna blow you out of the water.
Well, I'm not the only one. You will lose too, David. You could have ended up with Grace. Just let her and John believe that they were mother and son, but no. You had to give in to your pathetic conscience and let it ruin everything. Well, now you have nothing, including your boy. Teresa's history. And soon you will be too, Ivy.
Mother, I told you already, I don't want to be a part of your manipulations.
Well, even if I can guarantee you a life as Ethan's wife?
Yes, even that. If Ethan and I are meant to be together, it's gonna be because he loves me. Do you understand me?
Of course. Of course. We always understand each other. Of course, it doesn't hurt to help things along just a little bit. Once Ethan finds out the depths to which his mother has sunk, oh, poor thing, he's gonna be all alone in the world. Except for you, of course.
If Rebecca thinks Ivy's treacherous, just wait until Teresa is up and about again.
Hurry, I say! Hurry, before it's too late!
I'm not gonna die, Teresa. I won't let you.
Why is it getting so dark all of a sudden?
Teresa, you're alive!
Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you. You came back. Just like he said. It seems that reports of Teresa's demise have been greatly exaggerated. How many lives did this little wannabe have?
Nice job. Come on.
I'll never be able to thank you enough.
I came back to be with you.
Teresa, don't say that. Nothing's changed.
Poor Teresa. She made a wicked bargain, and she doesn't even get even.
Oh, don't feel too bad, Timmy. Her luck will change shortly. Let's just hope there's nothing in Julian's plan that will involve us.
Of course it involves you, Tabitha. In a very big way.
Well, I don't believe that for an instant. An individual's life is determined by a lot more than just their genes. Children can't be doomed to just repeat their parents' mistakes.
Calm down, sweetheart. There's no reason to get upset on how Julian turned out to be a snake like his father, Alistair.
Yeah, you're right.
And sweetheart, in our case, I just hope our daughters turn out to be as beautiful as you are, inside and out. I guess that's why I got so crazed when I saw Chad with Whitney. I mean, out of the two girls, she is so much like you.
Please don't say that.
Sweetheart, it's true. She's good and decent just like you are. And I want her to stay that way. If her daddy has anything to say about it.
Ah, Julian, what do you have in store for us?
Timmy's never heard of Princess Stutter before.
We didn't kill you. We don't even know who did, although Timmy does have his suspicions.
Oh, well, don't worry. I'm not going to hurt you.
But...
I have big plans for you. You're going to help Teresa carry out her mission here in Harmony.
Really?
Yes, I'm sure she'd do a fair amount of damage on her own, but let's face it, she's a novice. You're not.
Why do you need my help?
Because you
Oh, me, Tabitha. Yay! It's you.
You really thought I was Julian Crane. You're as dumb as Teresa. And let me tell you, it was Kate getting into her head.
You're the one who made Teresa choose the dark side?
Well, yeah. I mean, it suddenly occurred to me what a great help she'd be working for us. Who would ever suspect Pilar Lopez Fitzgerald's daughter of spreading evil and chaos throughout Harmony? And talk about easy. All I had to do was dangle the one thing she wanted most in front of her, and she was mine. Oh, our Tim's not so dim after all.
Well, I must say I'm impressed. You really had me fooled.
That's the point. Now, are you ready to do my bidding?
Do I have a choice?
No, not if you want to live. And let me get something straight. If you double-cross me, you are out for good. Now, we don't have all day, so let's go.
Whoa, not bad.
Mm-hmm. I think now would be a perfect time to make friends with Teresa.
Where have you been? You're not supposed to go off on your own. You work for me, you know.
Wrong. I have my own affairs to attend to, thank you.
Excuse me. I don't like the look on your face, all right? You better not be planning to hurt my friends or family.
Don't blow a gasket. I told you I'd help you get Miguel, and I will.
Well, if it involves hurting the people that I care about, it's not worth it.
Since when do you care about anybody but yourself, Kay? You know what? If you want to chicken out, I would be happy to go over to Miguel right now. Tell him I've had a change of heart. I want to get back together.
No.
Which is it, Kay? Do you want to be with Miguel? Or do you want to lose him forever? In fact, I think tonight would be a perfect night for Charity to lose her virginity to Miguel. Or at least that's what he would think.
You can't do that!
It's up to you.
I'm sorry things didn't change with Ethan. I know how hurt you must be.
Don't worry about me, Miguel. I'm gonna be all right. Trust me.
Honey, relax. It was just a bad dream.
Yes, just a bad dream.
Julian's gone. I wouldn't be surprised if Harmony had seen its last evil. Sweetheart, are you cold?
Maybe I've been hanging around Grace too much lately, but I just had the strongest feeling. A premonition, really.
About what?
That we haven't seen the last of evil. That it's still here. Stronger than ever.
It's true. When Grace finds out that I lied to her about John, she'll despise me. And so will my son. But at least I'll have the comfort of knowing that you've been exposed for the royal bitch that you are. And you, Ivy, you will have nothing.
So what's it gonna be, Kay? Are you gonna stay out of my way? Or do I make love to Miguel tonight? I thought so. So keep your mouth shut. You'll get Miguel, and I'll get everything that I want. Oh, and by the way, you can forget about your prayers. Nobody's listening.
How did you know I was...
Oh, I know a lot of things. Remember that, Kay?
This isn't right.
Well, why don't you forget about the right and wrong stuff, because it isn't you. Oh, and frankly, it's gonna cost you, Miguel, faster than you can say, "Now I lay me down to sleep." This isn't a game, Kay. It may have started out as one to you, but it was never one to me.
What have I done? It's like I've created a monster.
I knew the millennium would be a turning point in the battle of good versus evil. I just thought we'd be the ones in control.
Timmy's scared. What if Zombie Charity decides to kill Timmy and his princess?
I won't have to if you'll disobey my every wish and win. Ivy and Rebecca thought they defeated Teresa. Silly amateurs. They have no idea the power of pure.
Teresa, your voice sounds a little strange. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine, Miguel. In fact, I've never been better.
Did you see the way she just looked at me?
Don't tell me you're getting cold feet about Teresa. She may have survived today, but she is no match for the two of us. I wonder.
And so it begins.
You will be mine, Ethan. One way or another, you will be mine.